What if you could invest in the next generation of emerging companies, businesses that are small today but could become the giants of tomorrow? And what if this opportunity came in a single index fund with 250 small cap stocks bundled together? That's what the DSP Nifty Small Cap 250 Index Fund aims to offer. But does small cap equals high growth always holds true, or is this segment far more unpredictable than most investors expect? So let us break it down in an in-depth manner in this video. So hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now before analyzing this one, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So the NFO, it opens on 24th November 2025 and closes on 8th December 2025. So some of the key features of this fund are: this is an open-ended fund type which belongs to the category of equity small cap. It has Nifty Small Cap 250 TRI as its benchmark index, and there is no entry as well as exit load as well. So some of the key features of this fund are, again, the minimum investment amount required to invest in it is 100 rupees. Fund managers are Mr. Anil Jalani and Mr. Dipesh Shah, and according to the riskometer, the risk involved in this fund is very high. So the primary investment objective of this fund is to provide returns to the investor before expenses, as it is an index fund to closely correspond to the total returns of the securities as represented by the underlying index, which is subjected to tracking error. So now let's take a look at the index it is representing, which is the Nifty Small Cap 250 index. So this index represents the balanced 250 companies. Companies ranked from 251 to 500 from Nifty 500. So this index is also computed using free float market capitalization method, and this index can be used for a variety of purposes such as benchmarking fund portfolios, launching of index funds, ETFs, and other structured products. So we have presented all the sectors represented under this index on the screen for your easy reference, which you can pause and see. So some of the sectors you can see is ranging from financial services to healthcare to construction materials, telecommunication, and textiles. So from the top 10 holdings also, you can see in the last place there is Cholamandalam Financial Holdings Limited with a weightage of 0.92%, while in the first place there is Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited with a weightage of 2.29%. As you can see on the index returns as on October 31st, 2025 as well from the graph presented on the screen, that in a short term period there have been a lot of ups and downs, but in the long term period it has definitely performed a lot better compared to the short term. So now, as we have a basic idea about this fund, let us move on to the analysis part of the video, where we are going to take a look at the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages. So let us start with the advantages. Number one, the Nifty Small Cap 250 index includes a wide basket of smaller companies across sectors. So this broad exposure helps reduce dependence on just a handful of names. And number two, small caps often represent businesses in early stages of growth with time, favorable cycles, and strong management. Some of these companies can deliver outsized returns. So number three, instead of picking individual small cap stocks, a process loaded with research challenges, the index fund simply mirrors the index. So this offers a structured, unbiased way to participate in small cap opportunities. And number four, many companies that eventually move up the market cap ladder start in the small cap space. So an index like this gives you a chance to ride the journey early. So these are some of the advantages. However, there are some disadvantages as well. So let us take a look at the cons. Number one, small caps are the most volatile segment of the equity market. Sharp swings, deep drawdowns, and sudden spikes are all common and can be emotionally draining. And number two, many small cap stocks have low trading volume. So during corrections, this can worsen price falls and increase tracking error for the fund. And number three, small caps move in powerful cycles, but the down cycles can last for years. So investors entering at the wrong time may need very long holding periods to see recovery. And number four, even though this is an index, the inherent risk of small caps remains very high. Anyone expecting stable or predictable returns will likely be disappointed. So these are some of the cons of investing in this fund. So what is the final verdict then? Is investing in the DSP Nifty Nifty Small Cap 250 Index Fund worth it or not? Is this fund a gateway to tomorrow's high growth companies? Yes, but only for investors with patience and a strong stomach for volatility. So, does broad diversification across 250 companies reduce risk? It spreads stock specific risk, but the overall category remains extremely unpredictable. And is investing in small caps through an index automatically safer? Not really. The nature of the segment itself demands discipline and a long term mindset. So, at the end of the day, this fund is simply one of the many ways to tap into India's small cap growth story. So, the real question is, do you have the time horizon, temperament, and risk appetite to handle the ride in a small cap fund? So, our personal recommendation is that suppose you're an ultra conservative investor who's not willing to invest in actively managed funds, then an index fund might be suitable for you. But still, instead of investing in an NFO like this, you can invest in similar index funds that have comparatively lower expense ratio and a lower tracking error. And suppose if you have a higher risk tolerance and you want potentially higher returns and you're willing to take a lot of risk for that, then comparatively with an index fund, you can definitely invest in an actively managed fund which has potential to deliver higher returns compared to an index fund. So if you need professional guidance as well, you can consult with a qualified financial planner who will look into the suitability of the fund's investment objectives and see whether that aligns with your investment objective and the risk profile of the fund, and compare it with your risk tolerance and see how it overlaps in the ratio of your portfolio and the fund's portfolio as well, and how much allocation needs to be given to achieve your financial goals within the time horizon you have planned. So they will look into all these factors and see the suitability into it and strategically guide you towards better outcomes.
And உங்களுக்கு இதே மாதிரி ப்ரொஃபஷனல் கைடன்ஸ் தேவைப்படுது, இல்லை ஒரு ஃபினான்ஷியல் இல்லை இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் டிசிஷன் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனல் ஃபினான்ஷியல் பிளானர் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்கன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும்னு யோசிச்சிங்கன்னா, எங்களோட ப்ரொஃபஷனல் ஃபினான்ஷியல் பிளானரோட ஒரு 1-on-1 காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்ரி கன்சல்டேஷனை நீங்கள் புக் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம். அதுக்கான லிங்க் நாங்கள் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். ப்ளஸ் நாங்கள் ரெகுலராக ஃப்ரீயாகவே லைவ் வெபினார்ஸ் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணுறோம். இந்த வெபினார்ஸில் நீங்கள் வந்து இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் இல்லை ஃபினான்ஷியல் இன்சைட்ஸை இந்த ஃபினான்ஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோட லீடிங் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸ் மூலியமாகவே டேரெக்டாக கற்றுக்கலாம். ஸோ அதுக்கான ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் லிங்க்கும் நாங்கள் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பாக லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். ஸோ நாங்கள் இன்னும் நிறைய ஃபினான்ஷியலி பெனிஃபிஷியல் கண்டென்ட்டோட உங்களை திரும்பி நெக்ஸ்ட் வீடியோவில் சந்திக்கிறோம்.